Hello everybody and welcome back to Building Tutorials. And today I'm going to be working on the post office once again. So last episode I worked on these levers right over here that switch the tracks for the different mail trucks. So right here I have two levers. We got lever 1 and we got lever 2. So the way this is supposed to work is it's supposed to like turn these tracks so that the carts can come in. So currently, when this cart comes in, it's going to go into the like 1 slot. If we want it to go in the 2 slot, then we have to flip lever 1 here. It'll change the track of door 1 here, and it'll open it up for door 2. And if we want it to go into door 2 or door 3, we flip this one, and now it's going into 3. So that's how I've got that set up now. And then for them to leave, these both have to be turned off, and then the trucks can leave. Now, what I have over here is something I made off camera for what I want to work on today. I don't know if this is actually going to help or not, but basically what this is it's a little contraption that turns on this power rail here if there is like nothing in this hopper. If there's something in this hopper, it's going to turn this off and let this kind of like load. It'll let the hopper load into the mail truck. Now, the problem that I've found with this is that it's just constantly going to keep sending the mail truck back out if it has no mail. And that's not really what I want. So I don't know if this is going to help too much. I did put a lever in to turn it off, so that way the truck can come and stay here. So this is probably going to be useless for what I want it to do, because what I want it to do is I want the truck to come here, wait here until there's items to like go into it, and then send it off. So I think I might just put a lever going to the control room over there to each one of these stations. But I can show you how this contraption works. So basically, if I turn it back on, you throw items into these hoppers. Let's just say we're sending dirt, some concrete, and some iron. So we're sending that. As you can see, the power rail is off. So if the mail truck comes over here, if we get it to, wait, is it flipped to track 1? It is. I gotta make sure the levers are right. But if I send this truck back over to section 1, it should load the items into the truck and then get sent off to wherever it wants to go. So here we go. It's going to come in here. It's loading the items, and now it's just been sent off to go wherever it is. So there should be 3 items in here. Yep. There's our iron. Oh, great. It went too far away. But here's the iron, the concrete, and the dirt. So it works. I kind of want it to stay here, though. So when it has mail to kind of pick up, it works very well. As you can see, it comes in, picks up the mail, and then gets sent off. Now, I think I'm just going to get rid of this because I don't think it's going to help too much. So let's get rid of all that. And I'm just going to put a redstone torch underneath here. Why is there redstone there? I don't think that's supposed to be here. Let's just get rid of that. This should activate if I put a redstone torch down here. Perfect. So if I do that and I set it up to like a block over here. So if I put block of dirt here, somehow get the redstone torch on this side, that'll activate that. Okay, I have to put the redstone on this block here. There we go. Now it turns it off. Perfect. So that's what I want. I still have no idea where this redstone's coming from. This shouldn't be here. So let's just get rid of all this. I don't know where this is going, but we don't need it. So basically what I'm going to set up today is a way of turning these power rails on and off. So the way it should work is if I flip a lever in the control room that I built last episode, it should turn on these power rails to each one of these and then send off the truck. So that's what I'm going to set up today. It should be fairly simple. You're just sending a signal to turn these on and off, and it should hopefully move the truck itself. Hopefully the trucks don't get stuck. If they get stuck, then I'm going to have to come out here and push them, which is hopefully not going to happen. But what I need to do is I need to send redstone through the building. So I got to be very careful with what I break here. But I need to send all these redstone signals into the control room over here to certain levers. So let's find a place to put these levers. So to make this easy, I think putting them on the floor would probably make this the easiest. Because if I build them up here, I'm going to have to do this again, where I put the redstone going down into the floor, and then you've got this huge gap. So to avoid that, I'm just going to put the levers right here on the floor. So if I do that, not have them that close to each other, because that's going to cause interference problems, and I don't really want to deal with that. So we're going to spread them out. Hey, you know what? To make this easier, we're just going to put all 3 levers here. Hopefully that doesn't cause a problem. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go underneath each one of these levers, and I'm going to connect up the redstone. So this is lever 1. If I flip this, that should turn on, right? It does. Perfect. I'm going to leave it on so that way I can watch how far the signal goes, because I'm probably going to need some repeaters. So this is where signal 1 is going to be coming from. Signal 2 is going to be here. So I'm going to have to put a redstone torch on this block. There goes the truck. I'm going to need to put some more power rails throughout here because they're going to go like really slow. But that's not really what I'm working on right now. Right now, I need to get these to kind of like leave if I press a lever. So this redstone is going to be for lever 2. Now the problem with this is we're going to have overlapping. Like, especially right here. This is going to be lever 3. So I might change where the levers are at just to make this easier for overlapping purposes. There goes truck 3. Doesn't matter. We'll get them back eventually. But if I put this redstone right here, that is lever 3 now. The next one should be right here. If I break this away, and then it should be right here. This is lever 2, which is going to go over here to this redstone. And I want to turn all of them on. That way I can see the redstone going. So that should not be on. Great. I put it in the wrong spot, didn't I? So this needs to go here. Alright, I'm going to have to move this redstone around so it doesn't connect over to the other lever. So I'm going to move it into there because it has to go into this block. Because that's the block that has the torch. As long as it's going directly into that block, it should be good. So for lever 2 here... Oh, wait. It's already going over there. So that signal needs to go here. So if I put this redstone going along here, I want it to go straight this way into this redstone. And then lever 3, which is right here, I'm assuming. So if I put redstone there we go. So this is lever 3. So then lever 3 here is just going to go straight along here and connect up to this section right here. So if I just go ahead and send all this redstone, this is probably the one that's going to need a repeater because it's the longest. So there's that. Does it actually make it? No, it doesn't. So I'm going to put a repeater right here to extend the signal into this block, which turns that off. Perfect. So now what I need to do is I need to put all these blocks back. Okay, so I think I've covered up all the blocks. Never mind, I found another block here. I actually need that dirt to fill in this block. So I'm going to put dirt, concrete there, and now that should be all the blocks filled in, except for this one. There we go. Now it should be done. So as you can see, all of these are off. So what I want to do now is I want to get another sign just so I can label these levers. So this is lever 3. I'm already forgetting them. So this one's going to be a 3. So I'm going to go and put 3 on this one. This is lever 2. And then this one is lever 1. So that should control all of these. So if I flip lever 1, it should turn on... Wait, is it on? Oh, yeah, it is on. It's just kind of hard to see it. So it is on. If I flip lever 2 and 3, they should all be on. Perfect. They're all on. So now we're going to turn all these off and we're going to bring the trucks back. So what I need to do for that is I'm going to have to use the levers. So we're going to move this truck. This is going to be truck 1 now. Oh, great. Hey, so this is going to be truck 1. So after truck 1 goes in, I gotta remember how the levers work. So it does stop, which is good. Lever 1. Yes, okay, I got it right. So now, if I send this truck back, it should be going in to section 2, which is... No! They keep getting away from me. So if I send this one back in there, it should go into section 2. Perfect. So it's going to go into there. And then I need to flip this lever. And that should go into section 3, which this one, we're going to have to push it all the way over here again to get it back. There we go. So that minecart should make it over to section 3. And I should be done with the easy part of this. So this is the easy part. Just sending redstone to, like, the power rails to turn them on and off. The hard part is sending redstone to multiple different locations to send the minecarts to specific houses. That's the hard part. And probably the part I'm going to do mostly off camera because it's going to be very boring. But basically, what I need to do is I need to send redstone to certain tracks around the village to switch them to go in the different directions. So I'm going to start by building some of the tracks today because that's kind of like the easy part of this. I'm also going to have to make like some item elevators underneath the ground to send items into these chests. So the way this is going to work is we're going to start with the easy part of this, which is the left or right side of town. That's gonna be how we're going to switch these up. So what I need to do is I need to break this away a little bit because I want it to go underground. So these mail trucks are going to be going underground. That way they don't get in the way of any of the villagers and none of the villagers end up knocking into them. So that's going to be how it's going to work. So they're going to be 1 block underground. So let's put this dirt back here. This is going to be where the track is. They should be able to fit under here. But basically what's going to happen is probably right about here somewhere, there's going to be a switch. So there's either going to be the left or the right side. So if I go 1 track here, 1 track here, and then this track. So this is going to be how it switches. So this, if it goes on this path, it's going to basically go straight. So it's going to go straight this way into this side of town. If it goes left, then it's going to go somehow over there without running into this track. That's the one thing that I'm going to have to figure out. So this track is going to be the main track where all the trucks end up going. So no matter what, they're going to end up coming in through this track. So I think the way I'm going to set this up is not doing that. I need to put this block here, break this over here, and set up another turn here. So what I'm going to do is kind of like what I did with like the other section over there where I put a detector rail. You know, we're not going to do this because it would not be a good idea to use the main exit track as part of the entrance, basically. So we're going to send this a different direction. We're going to send it going this way. That way they don't meet up into there. This is going to be the track that everything ends up into. So we're not going to mess with that. So this track is going to go over here. And we're not going to touch the other one, hopefully. But basically, I need to send this to every house on this side. Except for that one and this one. So already, I'm not going in the right direction. I need to go this way. This, I think, is probably useless as well. I could probably make this better, so I'm just going to get rid of that. So where this is going to go is this is going to go... Let's figure that out. Not that house. I just broke the wall. I did not want to do that. So it's not going there. It's probably not going to go there. I think I'm going to have that on the right track. So let's figure out where the right track's going to go, because that's probably a little bit simpler. So the right track is going to have to turn. So this is where it gets really complicated, because I have to have several turns. So I'm going to have a turn here. It's either going to go here, which ends up unloading into this section here. or it goes this way and continues on to this part of town. I'm gonna have to figure out how I'm gonna do these, like, unloading stations. Let me put, for now, iron is gonna be the droppers, just so I can kind of see where this is supposed to be. So these are gonna be the droppers. This is gonna come in probably right here. This is gonna be our hopper. So this is gonna come on top of the hopper. The hopper's gonna unload into one of these. Well, actually, I think there's supposed to be one underneath it, then goes into these. Because I need room to do the redstone as well for, like, the elevator. And then after it's done with that, it's going to go back onto this track over here. Or I could just, after it goes to the house, I could immediately send it back. I think that would make more sense, instead of sending it throughout the entire place. So you know what? After each house, it's going to go somehow back over here without overlapping with this one. That's where we're going to have complications. Already, you can see how complicated this is. This is why I'm calling this the hard part. Okay, as you can see, this is very complicated. This is me from the future. I have thought of a way easier way of setting this up, and I'm going to show you that in the next episode. So I'm going to go ahead and leave it to past me the end of the episode, and I will see you next time for a way easier design for the tracks. So I'm going to go ahead and end the episode here, so make sure to leave a like and to subscribe. Thanks for watching, and I will see you next time. Goodbye, everybody!